Now you might say through the process of watching this demonstration that I've skipped a button. Now this button in Consolidation has been added recently, and I skipped it because it is more of an admin tool and it's more powerful than the Excel spreadsheet in that you can modify data in your database directly rather than taking information out and adding information in. So if we go to that button, which is this one here, it's called Modify Cut Consolidation Data, and Modify Consolidation Data is exactly what it does. So when you select that button, I've now got all of my consolidation data pulled into a database table that has direct links back and forth to the database. So if I wanted to select everything and go delete, it will remove all of my consolidation data from the database. That's quite dangerous if you've issued drawings, so I don't recommend that you do that. This is a direct link, and I would stress that being an administrator of this, I would strongly believe that the best thing for you to do here is only use it if you need to make some changes to something that may have failed. And what I mean by failed is that you've probably added data, you've deleted it, you've added data, you've deleted it, or you've consolidated, you've changed something, and for some particular strange reason, the item still exists in the database, but it has not been removed. This does tend to happen sometimes. This is just a link between us and the database from the user interface. So we've built this tool so that you can get direct access to the data and do any tidying up that could be required. If I was to simply grab and drag a component mark, you can see that by grouping all my components, I can see that that's all the data associated to that particular mark. Now that works quite nicely, but you can't change your mark by doing that. So grouping by a mark is not ideal if you want to change marks. If you right mouse click up the top and go clear grouping, that'll put it back. The best method that I've found so far is that if you're going to change a mark using the system, is to group by comp type, which is the plate in this case if I wanted to change it, and then I could go back and resort my marks by changing the order in which they are represented. So in this case you can see that by selecting the header, it's changing the sort order of my marks. And at the moment I've put the last plate mark at the very top. If I change that to 7 and then go update, nothing will have happened. And the reason that that's happened is because I did not select it first. So you must select it first and then go 7. Make sure you check it on and then go update. Okay, and then you come back and you'll now notice that it has changed to 67. As soon as I close off this interface and run a consolidation by Control S, Control Q, we will now see that that 68 plate will change to 67 in its mark. It's very similar to the Excel spreadsheet. The spreadsheet will give you more functionality with your drag and drops, but there are some things in there that you might want to remove, and that can come into play and be very handy.